Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
What's up, guys? Coming at you with a short indie point-and-click, somewhat horror game called Serena. It is...
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Face is blurred out.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to speak between dialogue points here.
My love.
My love.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Oh yeah?
My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Oh, so that's how you move. Alright. So you want to be a purple tentacle.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without
Oh, man. The Art of Drowning?
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
Dragon for goats in 24 hours. Are these real books?
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights.
Who's this? Nothing there.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Alright then.
A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No.
What?
Of course not.
Your Necronomicon? We're summoning the dead now.
Most of the books are mine,
Okay,
but all of hers are still here too.
I believe that's all he has to say on that. Interesting photograph. I don't believe he has any commentary for us on that. Well, I said photograph, but really it's a painting.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
Alright, girl.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine.
Did you murder her and block
The
it out?
most comfortable spot in the
I hate when
cabin.
that happens.
Well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Okay, whoa, okay. It's hard to play this game with an erection.
Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Okay, I'm gonna need a black light before I take any more steps in this cabin.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking.
Oh, yeah?
Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
Just get it in a can, dude. Don't make it difficult.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
Girl?
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims.
What kind of
Sharing
time's over?
meals with a good
Man.
red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship. especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry.
Nah, we're not gonna eat.
It belongs in a museum. An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth.
Alright.
I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Culinary?
The stove looks like something from World War I. I think it dates from the colonial era. It belongs in a museum.
That's all his commentary on that. What do you have to say about... Well, we can walk over there. Yeah, I think we're going to walk over there.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
Spectacular is what?
I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
But the stove's over there. What's wrong with you?
There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena.
Or is she buried outside?
I can make out nothing through this window. There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can make out nothing through this window.
Is that a tub or... Let me tickle those. Yeah, I'm gonna get arrested. Anyways. Whoa.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
True friends stand by each other through any adversity. Is that so? Okay. Go over there a second.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Okay, that's terrible cleaning, alright?
See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
Okay, so you took turns, it's good.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
Really? That's what you're worried about? You serious?
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
Cannot be serious. I don't believe it.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
I don't know.
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market.
A flea market.
We used to love
is this
rummaging
maybe
around those
sometime
in
near
our
present day?
early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Yeah, definitely gonna have time with an intruder to go unlock a chest, open the chest, get a gun, arm said gun.
We
whatever.
found this trunk at a flea market.
Alright, that's all.
We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Neum of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our mount, a snow white mare. Come, I don't know how to pronounce that name. To my gardens fair in the land of youth, ply your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days. Ours sun and sky and rainbow ways.
Come, love, with peace in your heart,
Okay, it's his
said
turn.
Neov of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Serena had blue eyes.
It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet Oisin goes to
Oisin.
Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna mess up that guy's name. Oh, Sheen.
Neov is of the Fey folk, The fair ones. Fairies.
My friend's a fairy.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Can you hear that clock?
I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country.
The old country? What is that supposed to mean?
Weird mix of doggerel and
I
artistry.
believe that's all.
The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
That's gross. Take it you don't have condoms.
Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Did you have sex with her until she died and use your Necronomicon?
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her... There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Yeah. You're a monster, dude.
I feel too restless to sleep right now.
So we've got a dream catcher.
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. There are no monsters under the bed.
Okay, what's that?
I guess they're all in my head. She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, the usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
Got the Holy Bible, some bed sheets.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot.
Let her? What's wrong with you?
A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world.
It's not like they're sentient, dude. Calm down.
We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin. Like my books. A plant is a plant. She's fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
Ah, that explains the friend's yada yada adversity yada yada thing above the door.
She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable.
Some of them.
No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible.
Why
I
especially?
have no need for the words in there. I don't feel like being admonished by a deity right now. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible.
Dang, he slammed that thing. Okay.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it.
Okay. Very plain clothing. Oh, unfortunate. Alright.
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
But why though?
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Except your sexuality.
I'm a Casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now.
Okay.
Don't think Serena would approve of me making an even bigger mess of the clothes in here. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Alright. Oh. Is that her hair? We're gonna talk about her hair?
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
She had blonde hair, blue eyes?
Yes. Blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering.
Oh, yeah?
What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Maybe.
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. Hers. I used it too, when shaving.
Okay.
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
Yeah. Or you already killed her and you know.
After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Why would a mirror smell like that?
The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
Or you're unable to face the reality.
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years,
Okay,
it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
I wish they would not have it repeat dialogue like that. What is that?
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing.
Oh, those are pills. Okay.
Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
I got really thrown off just now because I could not tell.
I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Yeah, you're not very bright, are you then, buddy?
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals.
You said you should eat.
Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though. Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
That's that. Just that thing right there. Go ahead and open this. Ah, keys.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Gotta take them. What? Waiting for asylum. What? What?
If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
Maybe.
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
A night prowler? What the heck is a
I
night
never
prowler?
noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. I should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next. Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Yeah, that's
It
just creepy.
smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
You thought about perfume.
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad. Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens.